Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm still sick, quite, but I have like this hour or so gap, I'm hoping anyway, where all my cough medicines and stuff will allow me to record a video. So I'm gonna get something out for you guys. I'm really trying to, I'm taking it easy. I'm just trying to rest and just, I don't know what this is. There's like some kind of viral infection. I've been to 2 different doctors. They can't really tell me exactly what it is, which is a little concerning actually if they can't tell me what it is, right? Like I haven't run a whole lot of tests because it's expensive, but yeah, I basically just have this chronic cough that will not leave me alone. But I'm hopped up on a whole bunch of meds, so hopefully we can get at least a couple videos done for you guys today. All right, so what I'd like to do today, I said I was going to investigate this star over here. You'll notice it's already been investigated, and it's because I've started the recording here and we did it, and there's really not a whole lot there. There's like a couple of things where you get a piece of gold, and then there is like a thing where there's like some slushy nitrogen or whatever, and you get some uranium. It's not really that big of a deal. So instead, I've decided to pick you guys up over in here. And what we're going to do today is I want to do 2 things. One, I'd like to go after this missing diplomat for the Nimian, right? It's gone missing near Kiernan space. They've asked us to investigate it, so we're going to look into that. But I also want to investigate the Starlance further, and I thought maybe we would go both directions. So we've got that Starlance right over here, right? And it points, I still believe it points to this. That's the jewel that it's pointing to. I don't think there's anything over here. However, I'm gonna let our ship kind of float over into this area to see if there's anything in this area that's worth that's worth anything. And then we're gonna go this way, and we'll see if there's anything over here. Okay, so it behooves me to not at least consider that this is an arrow pointing that direction instead of pointing the other direction. Okay, so we're gonna at least consider that. But right now, what we want to do is this thing is still. Did I not go through that yet? Is that something that I have not actually gone through yet? It's acting like I haven't gone through it yet. Maybe. We'll let the ship do its thing with autopilot. Oh, well. I mean, if they want to be here, if they want to go, then okay. Second Legion, come here. Come here. If that's what you're feeling like, we can do that. I aim to accommodate. Yeah. Come on, big station. What you got? That's it. Got nothing. Completely destroyed. Hope you guys are doing well. Staying healthy, staying happy. It's for us in the northern hemisphere. I suppose it's about to be transitioning to winter and stuff now. So, get ourselves prepared for the winter, for the cold. Yeah, I've already been over here. Yeah. Now I gotta figure out what Kiernan space is, because that's the space. It should be on their borders, right? So, I mean, Kiernan space should be kind of all over into here, right? So maybe that's this. Maybe we go here, right? And then we see about this diplomat. Maybe we can figure that out. Oh, look at this. Did it just disappear? Oh. I think it just disappeared. It's like cloaking. I'm hitting it. I think it's gonna, yeah, it's cloaked. Is it actually dead now? No, it's still there. Wow, that's cool. That's a cloaking ship. That's a thing? Maybe this is the we've been getting attacked thing, right? Can I hail them? I've been trying. I wanted to hail them, but maybe this is our... Oh, yeah, this is definitely... There's cloaked ships. Okay, let's do this. That's cool. It's a little hard to fight them, to be honest. Yeah, you kind of just got to get lucky. I got the auto-targeting thing going, but... I want to hail him. It won't let me hail him. Yeah, it's just once. It's a very pleasant... Yeah, we don't understand. Yeah. So, hailing them doesn't really do anything. But perhaps if we talk to these guys... Yeah, we've recently come under attack in this area from unknown vessels, minimum armaments. Yeah, exactly. So, if we just take out all these cloaking ships... Maybe this will be enough... Whoa. Easy there, buddy. Maybe this will be enough to... Oh, hello. Yeah, right here. To kind of convince the trade union that there's actually threats going on over here, you know? I just love that I'm hitting something. Right there. I'm hitting something. Yeah. Come on. Where is he? Where'd you go? Where did you go? Oh, found you. There he is. Come on. All right, so people are getting there's a little sneakier now. Man, getting cloaking technology would be a sweet thing to get, right? I'd love to have that on my team. There was another ship over here. I'm pretty sure there was. It was over in this area, on this side of the screen at least. Yeah, they're just getting attacked. All right. So they're not going to say anything new to me. So I still think I need to take out... Yeah, right up here. There's another ship over here somewhere. Just kind of can't find out where it is. Because it's just hanging out, being all stealthy and stuff. Where would you be, huh? Where you at? No anomalies here. So we already... Okay. Maybe the autopilot will take me to him even if he's cloaking. He's not cloaking anymore, so he is trying to get away. All right. I took that guy out. Now, does that give me any additional dialogue options with these guys? You'd think if it did, they would hail me. No. Interesting. I mean, I don't know if that's the evidence, but they're clearly getting attacked here. Yeah, I need to look at this. So a Nemean diplomatic vessel is missing near Kiernan space. They've asked us to investigate. So the missing vessel's last transmitted log entry was trading with the guild. Okay, and there's a telemetry device here. Mildly unusual variations of standard Starship device for navigation. Telemetry data makes a pretty compelling case that these ships, whoever they are, were hunting CXTA freighters in this sector. Okay, cool. That's our evidence. That's the proof they asked for. Yeah, we have the proof. So we should be able to make that happen. Now, I wonder if we can ask these guys anything at all. Never mind. We can't ask them anything at all. We're probably going to end up being enemies with the Kiernan. Just because, well, the lion people are just cooler. All right, esteemed. Yes, I cannot give you the evidence, so I must need to give the evidence to the trade guild directly. It's probably what it is. If I go to CXTA Stalkers, yes. According to the CXTA, this should force them to act, yes. So we will be talking to the trade guild on their behalf as well. So this is near Kiernan space. This, I assume, is Kiernan space. So why don't we head kind of, I guess, over into this area? Okay, so wandering around, wasn't able to find anything, right? But the description for the mission does say that their last transmitted log entry was trading with the guild. So I thought maybe the guild knows something and they can tell me coordinates. So I'm gonna go talk to them. This may also be a good opportunity to give them the evidence. So greetings, non-affiliated grade guild transit code holder. What did you want to transact about? Okay, cool. So I have a guild approved list of topics that we may discuss. So this telemetry box is proof that the cloaked ships are attacking CXTA in your territory. Interesting. The CXTA's repeated false claims have perhaps inured us to the possibility of legitimate ones. I will investigate further. Cool. We also have the Nimian has asked us to investigate a missing vessel. Do you know anything about that? Our business dealings are done with strict confidence. We can disclose that one of our vessels detected a brief Nimian distress beacon recently. Where? Near a remnant gateway. It is not near any trade routes or colonies, so we offer its equation for almost nothing, just 2 iridium. Right. Sure, we'll purchase it from them. Great. Cool. Also, we're interested in learning more about Imperial flora. We need to find more data on the flora and stuff too to help with the food synthesizing and stuff. So, yeah, give me that as well, I guess. The gardens of the Empire were truly magnificent at their height. They developed and cultivated a wide range of species, both hardy and delicate. We have a horticulture database from a Kiernan botanist on the topic. I will transmit it now. Cool. So, did a lot of stuff by talking to that guy, right? Purchased a database on the engineered flora of the fallen empire and their genetics. Very cool. Very good. Okay, we can now conduct a research necessary to modify the blight in the lab. Very cool. That's something we have to go to the station for, probably, though. The guild have transmitted a set of gateway coordinates, which I've added to the nav computer. That's what I wanted to know. Okay, so we want to go here, 4438, 1648, and it's tracked on the map, it says. So let's go back to the map, and there it is. Mystic Diplomat is down here. All right, so that's where we want to go, is right there. And you know what? Where are we right now? Are we okay? We're over here then. We're trying to so many Second Legion ships. You know what? Instead of that, I'm gonna get distracted just a little bit though, because we haven't gone to this star, and I feel like I want to just go visit that, just to tag up and see what it is. We already have a coordinates to go. It's not that hard to do, and if there's really nothing of, all right, seriously, come on now. I'm gonna take over. No more autopilot for you. There it is. I just got a new keyboard actually, and it takes a little bit of getting used to. So I have to like calibrate all the keys and stuff to be the way I want it. It is an analog keyboard. It's a Wooding. A lot of you guys probably have heard of Wooding before. They make analog keyboards. Not sponsored or anything. Just I think their product is awesome. I have their new 80HE that they just released. It was like a Kickstarter thing that I helped them out, that I backed, and I got the zinc alloy one. It is so heavy. It is the heaviest keyboard I've ever felt. It is by far the heaviest thing on my desk. It is heavier than my entire laptop. My 15-inch MacBook Pro is not as heavy as this keyboard is. So it's very solidly built, but it's an analog keys. So it can detect how far down you're pressing each button, not just that you're pressing it. And it's configurable. You can customize it and stuff to your liking on a per button basis and stuff. So I haven't really done all that. So every once in a while, if my hand is just resting on another key, my ship might start turning a little bit because it's technically detecting it. This game is not set up for controllers. If it is, then I just don't have it set up for it in the game settings or whatever. But if it was, then each key can technically kind of serve like an analog joystick does, where you can, think about like on PC, you can have your character walk really slowly like a person with a controller does with a joystick. I think it's interesting. So I went and bought it, and so far I'm really pleased with the quality, but it takes a little bit of getting used to. Sorry. Okay. So another series of dry canyons. Ensign Perks thinks that there may be some mineral deposits here as well, but the anomaly reading was weaker. Let's search for the resources. See what we get. All right, large but low grade bauxite. Cool, we got some aluminum. Works out too. Got a Brogadar bark in the area. They are not hostile to us anymore, so it doesn't matter. And then we'll come down here, scan this, and deploy this very populated world. Another city that's been co-opted by the devout influence. Lieutenant Triton expresses disgusted admiration for their ability to control the populace through a mixture of localized nationalism, conversion, and implied threat. I mean, that one hits home. That one definitely hits close to home, Ensign Gleese observes that the planet's industries have recently been redirected toward large-scale mass production of unknown equipment, presumably military in nature. Whatever it is, it uses more radiation shielding than should be necessary to block active scans. They're being very secretive here. All right, one more thing over here. Hopefully we can scan this and not hail them. Oh, I've already scanned that one. Okay. So we're looking at a couple of more over here. Just see the unscan one there, and then there's that wormhole gateway I want to tag up onto, I guess. So scan this. Nothing there. And then we'll tag up the gateway, and then we'll use this to proceed closer to coordinates for that other ship that we're trying to find for the Nimian. All right. All done. Cool. All right, let's go and see about finding this lost scout ship here. Huh? So we are going to head over here, I suppose. It's probably the closest, and then head straight over from there. Oh, wait. No, I think we can just... Can't we just warp directly to it? It looks like that is a gateway. Yeah, I could just warp directly there. All right. Now we can see where things are. So. Did you crash? Is that what happened? I don't see any ship indicators. So maybe you crash landed on some kind of world over here. Maybe it's over here. This desert planet. Maybe. Let's see. The planet's magnetosphere makes tracking down the source of the anomaly signal impossible. Perhaps it's just a false positive. Yeah, that's what I thought. Incomplete. All right, let's head over to all the rest of the things in this area. And then there is a Nimian diplomat. There it is right there. Nimian diplomat. I did it again. Yeah. I need to reconfigure my... I literally just installed this keyboard, so I'm going to like... I have to reconfigure these buttons a little bit here. All right. No energy readings from this vessel. Its reactor must be offline or damaged. Suggest we approach with caution. Okay, that means I should back up, right? Probably. Yeah, let's back up just a little bit. Okay. Now we investigate. As the survey team approaches the derelict, they can see it has taken some damage. A hole in the hull allows direct access to the bridge. A single dead Nimian pilot is strapped into the command seat. Let's have the search team search for survivors. Search of the ship reveals no crew, alive or dead. One of the ship's escape pods is missing. Examining the telemetry data from the launcher leads to a point on a nearby desert world. Okay, now we can complete that. Examine the ship's logs. The logs appear to have been purged. Ensign Gleese observes that whoever erased the data did not realize the comm relay still has the last outgoing message in its transmit buffer. First payment package and Pryon samples received, transmitting the promised data now. The data seems to be a large collection of ship identifiers, timestamps, and trajectories. Tactics insight. This data looks like plans for future Nimian fleet maneuvers. If accurate, this is highly sensitive military information. Let's examine the deceased pilot. Despite the unfamiliar alien physiology, Lieutenant Rhea notes that biochemistry works the same with Nimians as creatures in our own universe. It seems that some chemical interrupted the neurotransmitters that regulated breathing. But whatever it was, it broke down quickly after death. Cause of death, poison? The Nimians' morphology, while similar to Earth's felines, looks to have evolved via their own path. This convergent evolution process has been observed on other planets in our universe. But it is interesting that this convergence occurs here as well. Interesting. Find the missing diplomat is an achievement. Well, how'd it do? People not actually do that? Really? Might be worth revisiting the sector where Nimian diplomat was last known to be. We might have missed something. Even if the ship were destroyed, there might be some debris. Well, okay, here's the thing. Like, I know, right, that this desert planet here, it's got the escape pod probably is here, right? So we'll redeploy now that we have that new data. Using the telemetry data, the team is able to locate a small escape pod, partially buried in this otherwise barren desert world. Scans show signs of life in a nearby cave. The team approaches the cave with caution. Excuse me. Inside they find a gaunt Nimian surrounded by a disorganized array of crates and survival equipment. She eyes the survey team with suspicion and hunger. I am Diplomat Hanasa Yari of the Nimian. Who are you? I'm not in the condition to do voices today. I'm sorry. The team identifies themselves as Starcom representatives and provide the diplomat with communications feed to Fedora. Okay. Ask the diplomat what happened to her ship. We were on a goodwill mission to try to improve relations with the Kiernans when they attacked us. I was able to escape, but they destroyed my ship and one of our escorts. Like, it's not adding up. Yeah, exactly what he's saying. Not adding up here. Like, you're on a goodwill mission. Nimia didn't mention that. You also had highly sensitive military tactics information. I mean, I feel like maybe you're the aggressors, possibly here. You know? Have we picked the wrong side? Ask the diplomat about the data you recovered from the ship's buffer. She hesitates. Comms buffer? I think I registered our flight plan with the Kiernans so that they would know when to expect us. That must be what you saw. Tactics insight. That's not what we saw. Have the team search the diplomat's supplies. Despite her objections, the team opens the crates. Besides expected life pod survival equipment, there are a large number of gold bars. I carry those for this exact purpose. Consider it payment for my rescue. Life pod survivors are not expected to have crates of gold on them in any culture. She's attempting a barely veiled bribe. Make no comment of her suspicious story. Invite the diplomat aboard the Fedora to be returned to the Nimian. Yeah, I don't know if I want to accuse her of lying. But if I make no comment of her story and just invite her on board, then we can maybe approach this later on. This might... I want to be able to return them, I think, right? So... if I accuse you of lying now, she might also tell me the story. She's kind of in a pinch, right? Like, I have the pressure now. If I bring her back later, then they could come up with some story and they have the support of each other. But if I focus it now, maybe she'll like put her on the spot, right? Let's try that. She initially feigns indignation and then professes innocence, but eventually she confesses. Okay, yeah, there it is. An unknown agent has been blackmailing her for years with information that would ruin her and her powerful family. She had been paying them off, but they demanded one last payment along with some sensitive information. After delivering the information to an unmarked vessel, they were attacked. She begs you not to reveal this to the Nimian. She didn't know that the data was military secrets. The penalty for treason is execution. My family is highly placed in the Nimian government. If you could omit some details in your account, you would make many friends. Tell her you'll consider her request, have the team return the ship with her and the diplomatic guest. Yeah. Okay. And then, obviously, we're going to be intercepted right now with some battle music. Let's do it. Oh, hi, big ship. How are you? I don't mind if I target you. Absolutely. Boom, boom, boom. Dead, dead, dead. Pew, 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 pew. Man, these big guns, I love them. Bang, bang, bang. They just sound so good. They hit really hard. Loving it. All of it. Like, our ship is really strong now. I think maybe it could have something to do with just like my willingness to shoot rocks more than other players maybe would. You know, I'm worried that my ship is, at the moment anyway, it's stronger than my current progress through the game requires. So I think there's going to be a difficulty spike later on where we've been doing really well. Yeah, every fight is easy. And then all of a sudden, wow, everything is hard. Unless I continue to advance. I don't want to get complacent and say, oh, well, I'm strong enough. I don't need anything, right? I think that's what I'm going with. I'm going to go over here. There's another binary star system over here. And there's a gas giant. And it's beeping at me, you know, bing, 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 bing. Hey, there's stuff here. Come look at us. And shiny things. I can't avoid shiny things. So we'll head over here, and then we'll return her to the Nimian, and then we'll go and look at the Starland stuff. I think that's going to be the order of operations here. But before we do that, there's just too many question marks over here for me to ignore them. So, and there's more interceptors over here too. Is there something important on this area? Why are you defending this area? Wow, that was a very quick destruction of all 3 of those ships. Look at that. See what I mean? I think we're stronger than we really are. Than really necessary here. Pick that up. There we go. And then we'll head this way. There we go. Okay, scan that. And deploy. This borderline temperate planet has only single-celled and anaerobic life forms, which make the small glade of dead trees anomalous. After examination, Rhea concludes that they must have been transplanted here. They should have thrived in this environment without competition, so their death is also a bit of a mystery. Excavating around some survey equipment labeled Station 9011 reveals that their entire root system has been amputated and extracted. The monitoring equipment's key components have also been extracted, save for the husk of the broadcasting equipment, which so we get a little titanium out of it. I guess. And survey team away. At a distance, this appears to be an old Kiernan cruiser. Upon closer inspection, Ensign Gleese notices that it actually was abandoned fairly recently and hastily buried in the sand. A recent windstorm has resurfaced it. Further investigation shows that the ship is old. It was recently rehabilitated, but at least to the point of being spaceworthy. While the most valuable upgrades have been stripped out, it was a rush job, leaving some resources. There have been modifications made to the control systems to support different physiology, Triton says. The displays supporting trinocular vision are suggestive. Okay. Something with 3 eyes then. Clues. Also, I'd completely forgotten that I had shields. I totally forgot that this existed now. I like the barriers. Yeah. All right. Skimming a few hundred kilometers below the upper cloud layers, sensors detect the source of the anomaly reading. A pocket of rare ethylene gas has been pushed up from the volatile depths. Cool. Alrighty then. So that takes care of that whole system. Great. Now we're gonna head back over to the Nimian. Yep, missing diplomat. And we'll deliver this person back to her people. Alright, we're back in Nimian space. And just gonna pull right on up here and give them back their diplomat, huh? State your purpose. Alright, I found a single survivor from your missing vessels. This is most excellent news. You have our deepest gratitude. Please give us any details you can. Okay, so if I give the Nimian an account of the events but omit the details, it would cast suspicion on the diplomat. So basically, do I save the diplomat or not? And I don't know. I really don't. I mean, she could be a spy. She could be, you know, please don't tell him. Please don't tell him, that kind of thing, right? But I don't know. How can you not know? Right? I don't know. I don't know if I really... I find myself not necessarily caring about this particular diplomat, to be honest. You know what? I want to be... I'm very friendly. This guy's... I want to get on his good side and give him trust. Let him know that there is a traitor in his midst. I mean, honestly, it's one of those things, I think, where maybe I should let them decide what to do, you know, with their people. Let her give evidence to her people. If I omit this and she's actually a spy, then she's just going to do it again, right? She'll find another way. Yeah. Plus, then what do I do with the data? Like, I can't give him the data without saying how I got it. Right? Give the Nimian a full account of the ship's logs pertaining to the evidence, to the events. If I do this, I might be able to give the Kieran the data. Which I don't want to do that. I think I'm going to tell this guy everything. This is most shocking. Nope, can't do it today. Sorry. Anasa Jari will face a tribunal for this. Okay. With the evidence from your logs, even her family won't be able to protect her. We are most grateful that you've uncovered this deception. If she had been successful, it would have been given the Kiernans a crippling advantage. I implore you not to reveal this information to the Kiernan. They will certainly use it as propaganda against us. Is there anything else we can help you with? Well, we are interested in information about remnant artifacts. There has been renewed interest in these wonders from several parties. We are, of course, familiar with the Great Gateways, but know little about their own rumored structures. Our intelligence officers report that the Kiernan recently purchased information regarding the location of a fallen Empire lab. The lab has been researching remnant artifacts, specifically something called a star lance. Ah, is that so? Our agent could not verify the accuracy of the information, but did capture the coordinates. I will transmit the details to your vessel. Thank you. Okay then. I have coordinates to the fallen lab right over here. And that does pertain to Le Starlance. So that is still on task. It's not getting distracted at all. However, this little incomplete survey here, I want to recheck what this is because I've forgotten what it is. So what is this again? Another planet with irregular shafts. I have to return to the station. Right. Okay. Yes, that's that we went down there. Gotcha. All right, so I want to go over here. So that is what we will do now, because that is part of our Starlance thing that I said. The Nimian report that the Kiernan have learned of a lab researching remnant artifacts on a frozen planet near this location. Man, this camera doing camera things. There we go. And now we'll just teleport to that. Oh, hang on. On our way through here, these guys have something to say. They've hailed me. Our Ephors hope that the Nimian have not convinced the Starcom to ally against us. We give you Esmak True, favored trade partner status, fair exchanges for resources, even a remnant object we have finished studying. Okay. Remnant device. We will buy this from you. Absolutely. You deal in platinum, and you have okay prices. In fact, you only have a 19% markup on Chirolite, which makes me happy. I'm going to get to 8 of these. Definitely. And it looks like, I'm not going to sell copper to you though. I was going to sell I have a lot of copper. I don't need this much copper. But you know what? I'm going to buy more Chirolite. With the 19% markup, that's not bad. That's probably the best I'm going to get for quite a while. I'm going to get to 12. There we go. Okay. Thank you for that. We are pleased to strengthen our relations with Starcom through mutually beneficial trade. Was there anything else you wish to discuss? Yeah, tell us about that remnant artifact. We acquired it as part of an exchange. The seller claimed it was remnant technology. It may well be. It is well beyond our science. Xenoculture Insight. The object was sold below the value they place on it, and they are not emphasizing this point. They are about to make a request that is very important to them. Okay. Perhaps you would be willing to help us as well? Conflict has been imminent between us and the Nimian. We wish to avoid a full war, but the distrust we have for them is mutual. We have entreated with their ships to no effect. We suspect their military does not want peace, and our offers do not reach the higher echelons. We may have more success if you present our treaty offer at their homeworld. War may be averted. Where's their homeworld? This we do not know, but we have obtained the coordinate equation of a gateway their ships use. It may be near there. All right. We'll present your offer if we're able to, but we make no promises. We understand. We hope you will do your best. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, like, I said I don't trust them, but I didn't say we were the enemy, right? So Kiernan Treaty. So this is where they suspect the Nimian homeworld is a place we have not been yet. So that's pretty cool. Going to someplace new. Okay, so we have arrived in this new area, and we've already been here because we've already researched these areas, these planets and stuff. However, we just never went this way because there wasn't a reason to go up this way. And this, well, I guess I'm pretty sure I've surveyed this before. Guess not. That's suspicious. Was this here before? I've been to this system. A fortified structure is built into the mountains of this icy world. After a cautious approach, the team is easily able to gain access. The reinforced main doors have been cut open with a powerful laser. Once inside, the team finds a deep shaft leading to an underground vault complex. The shaft was punctuated with a series of doors, also cut through. The lowest level is chaos. From what remains, the team guesses this was some kind of research facility. Most of the equipment has been removed, but in a side chamber that the Universal Translator identifies as secondary containment, the team finds an intact object, a quantum container. Best I can guess is that this was a mid-Empire facility dedicated to researching remnant artifacts. Okay. We're going to go back to our cargo here. We've got a couple of things we can research now. So we have the quantum container we just got. It gives us 80 research points. It says that the container is empty, but is in itself a marvel of engineering. When closed, nothing could escape, not even information. Unfortunately, opening the container permanently compromised the seal. Huh. Imagine that. Okay. So we don't know whether or not there was a cat in there, is what you're saying. Remnant device. Gotcha. Here it is. The technology is incredibly advanced to the point where it's difficult to learn much from. It emits an energy signal with an unusual signature in response to certain environments. Worth 55 points, so I guess I'll take it. All right, so we went to the Fallen Lab, but it doesn't really tell me much about, you know, the Starlance. You know? Like, I thought that we're going to learn something about this. But just a quantum container? Just a empty container. That's all I got from this? Doesn't seem... Well, we might as well continue on this thought process, right? Because, I mean, I wanted to go after the Starlance today, but we're kind of in the middle of a little, well, the verge of war with these two factions, and I'm kind of already here, you know? I might as well see about delivering potential treaty stuff. We'll just go ahead and scan some planets here, see if I can find the home world. Maybe it's this big desert planet here. Nope. Oceanic. Does it make sense for lions to be from an oceanic world? I guess so. Yeah, that looks pretty green and lush though. Oh yeah, that's not just a bunch of ocean. Yeah, this is definitely their home world right here. All right, right next to a flinger. This oceanic world has higher than average concentrations of gold, but distributed so evenly that harvesting any amount would be impractical. One small atoll, however, is naturally placed so its lagoon acts as a natural gold panner in the ocean currents. Okay, well, shall I talk to the scouts? Let's see. What will the scouts say if I talk to them? Nothing other than trade, which Trade's good. I can sell the new uranium I just got. I can sell that for some more gold, maybe. Their price on Chirolite's not bad either, but we're going to hold off on that. Yeah. All right. So the quest actually says what? It says, have provided a gateway location. So we requested that we present a peace treaty offer directly at the Nimian homeworld. So this is not their homeworld, but it does have a flinger here, which may take us directly to their homeworld. So I guess we'll look at that. And perhaps their homeworld is in orbit of this yellow star instead. It's probably not the icy ones, but we're going to scan them anyway. Due to an unusual crystalline structure, the methane that covers the surface of this planet is stable at negative 110 degrees Celsius, which may not sound that hot, but for frozen methane, it's quite toasty. Okay. And then probably that desert world or the rocky one. There's another flinger over here too, so we may not be close enough to their homeworld yet still. This looks like really cool though, doesn't it? Look at this. That looks really cool, actually. Oh man, I was really hoping I could go down there. All right. Desert planet. I would think their homeworld would have like a station and stuff near it too, right? Some kind of space station you'd want in orbit. On approach, the lander instruments detected elevated radiation readings. Once on the ground, the reason is obvious. This is a recently abandoned uranium mine. The absent miners were using a novel but dangerous technique. Taking advantage of the natural geology, they pumped nitric acid into underground caves, producing dense packets of uranium hexafluoride. And based on the equipment designs, this is a Nimian operation. Considering the danger, they must need uranium sorely. Heavens and Perks lead the team in to collect uranium. Wow, it's a 50% difficulty. We only have a 5 modifier. Gonna need a good roll. Nope, didn't get it. The team finds a small deposit of uranium gas, but when part of the ceiling collapses on the team, it becomes clear why the mine is unoccupied. All right, well, we need to either return to the station or get some advancement before we can try that again. But so that's going to remain incomplete for now. One of our people are injured. To the flinger we go in hopes that this will lead us finally to the Nimian homeworld. And I just completely missed it. Bang. There we go. All right, so the flinger takes us to here. And there's not really a whole lot of consequence in this area. I did activate a wormhole gateway, but otherwise not a whole lot of stuff. But we do have some... There's a Nimian Guardian right here. It's a station, right? And then there's a terrestrial world. So I got to believe that's going to be their homeworld. And it's a little bit far away from where that flinger is. But that's cool. So we're just going to scan these places right here real quick. And then head over to what I assume is the place we need to be. And there's this Nimian Guardian station, which again makes sense for there to be a station in orbit of your homeworld. So here we go. Let's scan this and drop ourselves down to the surface and say hi. The survey lander is escorted to a high pad in the diplomatic sector of the populous Nimian homeworld. After some cursory formalities, the team is escorted to meet with the Nimian representative. We do not normally allow visitors to our homeworld. But as representatives of the first new civilization we have encountered in years, an exception has been made. What can we do for you? Have the team present the Kiernan's treaty offer. The Nimian delegate examines the treaty briefly. This appears to be little different from their previous offers. It demands worlds we have held for centuries and concedes nothing in return. I see no reason to accept it from a different messenger. Sorry to interrupt, but there's a high energy signal emitting from our cargo hold. Oh no. I have just been informed that something is jamming our long-range communications network. If this is some treachery, you have made a grave mistake. Protocol demands that your team return to your vessel immediately. Yeah, and then we're going to have to fight the Kiernan. Yeah, here they come. Yeah, they're down here. Kiernan Lancers are here. We've identified the source of the signal Lieutenant Avery detected. It's coming from the remnant artifact we acquired from the Kiernans. I'm generating an inverse signal to counteract. Okay, so they're here. I think I have to take a side now, don't I? We apologies for our deception, but defeat of a great evil may justify many sins. We know you need allies. The Nimian will never trust you now, and our victory is inevitable now. Help us end the war quickly, and we will be a powerful friend. It is clear to us that you are the aggressors in this conflict. We will not be your ally. Then the Nimian will use you as their weapon. We did not wish to make war. Yeah, I had to choose a side. Okay. Well, in that case, die. I mean, it had to happen. All right, now they will totally trust us now because we have fought. All right, we were tricked as well, and we fought back and we win, right? So that's all that takes. So let's come over here. So now all the Kiernan ships are our enemy now. Yep. That's some crazy deception right there. Yeah, they're like, we want your planets and we'll give you nothing in return. That's their sue for peace. I see a big ship over here. Let's go check that out. Huh? Big ship. Surprised you guys don't have oh, they do have. Yeah, they do have stronger weapons indeed. It's all right. It's all right. I got range. Your ship interfered with our communications network at the moment the Kiernan launched their attack. Explain your actions and why we should not destroy you. The Kiernans sold us an artifact that they must have used to disable your communications. No method is beneath the Kiernan if it achieves their aims. That is certainly something the Kiernan might do. As is having their agents claim that they were deceived so they may attack us from fore and aft. If you truly were deceived, prove it by helping us dispatch the Kiernan from our space. This is something their agents would surely not do. Oh yeah, we will help you defeat the Kiernan. We're doing that right now, actually. So yeah. Very well. We will see it by your actions if you are an unwitting pawn or a complicit agent. Yeah, no, I'm already doing that. Boom, dead. They are destroyed. See? I did the thing I said I would do. So now you believe me? Now will you trust me? Look, we were deceived as well. We've taken them out. You have yet to re-earn our trust. The Kiernan still have a significant force nearby. Help us hunt and destroy them. Oh, they do? Where's that? Is it over in here? I thought I just dispatched them, but all right. I guess I thought I just got rid of them all. I guess I'm not enough yet. Still gotta go back over and do some more. Okay, so I think I just have to go to all the systems, right, around their homeworld and just take out all the Kiernan everywhere, basically. So that's what we're gonna do. There's a big old carrier over here. And they've got, well, I've got reasons to shoot these things down. Those are little fighters, right? Okay, so it looks like I did it. I got through all the different systems and stuff and cleared all the Kiernan, and I just sort of showed up at this last one that I thought I might need to fight at, and they hailed me. It just says, well done, the fight is not over, but you have tipped the scales here at the home front. It is clear that you were deceived by the Kiernan and not their witting agent. The bulk of our fleet was on deep space maneuvers out of recall range. They must have known this from the trader's information and attacked as soon as their device gave them a rally point. In some ways, this was fortunate, as they did not wait until they gathered full strength. Now they will pay. The Senate has approved a transfer of sensitive military technology in hopes that it will aid you in our fight against the Kiernan. The Nimian have transferred an item to our cargo hold. Ooh. Thank you. So, yeah, I just went through, all the different systems and stuff through here, and then by the time I got to here, they went ahead and hailed me. So, Let's check out and see what's in our cargo hold now. We have fission warhead. Okay. Uranium cannot sustain a fizzle reaction at FTL speeds. This weapon design circumvents that problem. We'll need to figure out how to build missiles before this technology is useful to us. Right. We also have a variant, right? And then we have the fighter stabilizer here too. All right, allows for autonomous fighter drones to steer at high speeds. Aperture penetrator, high resolution beam manipulator, allows precise targeting of a beam weapon. Analysis of this item allows us to research a new technology in the laser weapons branch. That's nifty. I like that. Okay, excellent news, everyone. So, well, hang on. I hit the button before I did. I can't do that right now. All right, so we're gonna go back to the station just so I can refresh all these incomplete surveys that I, can try again on. But also to get the research done so I can upgrade the lasers and everything. And I have quite a bit as far as resources go. So I feel like, Cryolite's pretty good. I've got plenty of resources here. So I think I might be able to make some modifications to the ship too to improve a few things. Possibly even getting us, well, I don't know if engine Mark III is in the is a possibility yet, but I would really like to have faster ships. I just want to move faster, Oh, hang on. Right away. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it's fine. I don't even have to shoot it at myself. I'll just let the ship automatically target it with lasers. That's really cool. Like, those lasers are, I like them. I think going lasers is great. The automatic fire at a target. Perfect. All right. Let's go back to the station really quick. See if there's anything we can talk about. And then, whoa, hang on. These guys oftentimes have lore for me. Have like backstories on different races and stuff. So let's see if they have anything. Yes, about the Kiernan. They have been on the verge of war with their rivals, the Nimian, for many years. Rumors say that they have limited telepathic abilities, but perhaps they started the rumor. We do some trade with them. They very recently acquired some remnant artifacts, but we could not persuade them to sell. All right. What do you know about the Nimian? A proud civilization, but their progress is stunted by their ambitions. They rose in power during the twilight of the Empire, but since then, the Kiernan have been ascendant. This long rivalry consumes too much of their resources, in our opinion. Well, it won't anymore. Real quick on the trade with silver. I think I can technically buy one more adamantine. Not that I really need it, but the price is okay. I think I'll just hold off on that. Thank you, though. Yeah, so not as technologically advanced as the Kiernan, but that makes sense from the perspective of, the one that's thriving is going to be more advanced, and they're also more aggressive and stuff. So yeah. Commodore, I see from Fedora's logs that you entered us into some sort of defense alliance with the Nimian. Strictly speaking, there are a lot of protocols being broken here, but making allies in this space is a practical necessity. In your circumstances, I probably would have done the same thing. I've recorded that you are authorized as pro tempore consul to negotiate treaties of limited scope for crises. Hopefully, no one looks too closely at the timestamps if we ever get back. Okay. Dr. Rama, she says, my team has removed the Kiernan device from your hold for analysis. They probably were telling the truth about it being a remnant artifact. They may not have realized it, but the device changed its emissions after they jumped in. The new emissions contain the equation for another gateway. Cool. More coordinates. What do you think is there? Military strategy isn't one of the areas of my genius, but probably a bunch of Kiernan ships. I suspect that the device has some connection to the gateway, so it's possible that there may be remnant artifacts nearby. It transmitted the coordinates to your ship. Cool. And then Milton says we've got more stuff. Yep, that's it. All right. So if I'm going over to my shipyard now, right, we're at 105, 105. That's maxed out. The only way I can make a bigger ship at this point is to go Dreadnought hull. So I'm going to unlock that as far as research goes. so I can get a possibility there. And that's going to unlock, of course, the max hull size of 125. But from there, I don't think I can go any bigger. It doesn't look like anything else is going to allow me to go bigger than 125. So I'd have to go new ship and have to go dreadnought, which requires me to have 7 ethylene, 5 adamantine to do that. So that's, yeah, that's a little unattainable right now. Probably could have used my research points on other things instead. But I think it's okay. We'll be fine. So because we're going to go there eventually, right? So for lasers, we now have precision penetration, allows beams to shoot through partially damaged modules. And then there's the femto acquisition, super fast laser acquisition speed. I would like maximum laser range, please. And I really should have, I wish I would have, yeah, done this before doing that. That's unfortunate. Fallen Empire tech, though. We have the Imperial Blight right here. Allowing us to modify this will help us with that food colony. So that's going to be good. Or food for that colony. So new life form can clear the Imperial flora from the colony and release nutrients. And they'll be able to grow their own food stocks. Yeah, there you go. So we'll have to go back there and do that. I suppose Shield Harmonics is probably a good one to get. And then we can maybe go into... yeah, let's just do the field inductance. Okay. And with 135 points, I think I'll sit on that. And I'll wait for some better stuff later. I don't know if it's really all that necessary to go missiles. Yeah, Havoc. I don't know. Like there's a case to be made that our research points in this game are fairly limited. And I don't know if we're going to be able to research everything anyway. So maybe focusing things down and maxing out the stuff that we really know we want to use before we start dipping our toes into other things is probably the better option. And then now we get the really fast tractor beams, which I don't think is a huge deal, but there are some times where I have to like slow down to let the thing pull it in. So this would just make it to where I don't have to do that anymore. I suppose that's fine. Yeah. We'll just grab that. All right. So that is the video for today. We have other coordinates now. Kiernan Gateway to go after, right? We have this Imperial Flora. We need to deliver that. So we'll do that tomorrow or do that in the next video. And then I still want to investigate this. I still want to get down here and do that. Get up here and just kind of search around over there. See what we find. But there's a lot of stuff in the map that still pertains to stuff we have in the log. And I'm kind of just hoping that by clicking off things in the log, it will limit or maybe even eliminate the need to blindly search around space for a star, right? Like, I don't really think that's how you're supposed to do it. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll start checking things off the list as we go, okay? Thanks for watching. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.